Doctor of Mystery, Dr. X, about to present the 16th in a series of dramatic explorations into the vast and unknown labyrinth of the human mind. Tonight, our guest is the internationally known dramatic star, Miss Florence Reed. The story I have chosen is a somewhat weird and spine-chilling narrative of a woman who unwisely looked beyond the shadow of the grave. Creep by Night, through your Master of Mystery, presents Florence Reed as Sister Southgate in The Three Sisters. As you look north, the fishing village of Elmsport, the New England coast is wild and desolate, save for a huge, weather-beaten house that stands like a gray shadow between the salt marshes and the shifting sand dunes. It was built in 1836 by Captain David Southgate, and strange stories have been told about it. None stranger, perhaps, than the story of the three Southgate sisters, which came to the surface one dark, stormy night when Dr. Tennant was hurriedly summoned from the village by Julia, youngest of the maiden ladies. The seas had been running high for days, and the tide was creeping over the marshes, and the doctor mounted the steps of the ancient house and knocked on the heavy oaken door.
Julia. Lord, what a night.
I'll take your coat, Doctor.
Something should be done about that road across the marsh. It's a foot deep in water. Twice my car stalled. I thought I'd never get out. Thank you.
The county road commissioner won't do a thing about it. There's not enough people use the road.
Good reason why. Can't for the life of me understand why you three women don't move into the village. Who's sick?
Amanda.
What's wrong with her?
She thinks she's dying.
What do you mean she thinks she's dying?
Well, she took to bed Wednesday and been there ever since. One of us had to be with her every minute, night and day. Hector's with her now.
What does she complain of? Chills? Fever?
No, nothing like that, Doctor. The reason I called you is because early this evening she said tonight was the night Mother was coming for her to take her to the grave.
What ridiculous nonsense.
Well, Amanda believes it, and so does Hester. They believe that the last Southgate to die always returns to lead the next one to the grave. Mother was the last.
Let's have a look at her.
So, this way, Doctor. She's in the room at the head of the stairs.
How can you stand it here nights with that foghorn blowing and that wind wailing? He's enough to drive a person out of his mind.
Oh, it's not so bad, really. You become accustomed to it. Oh, here we are. Dr. Tennant here, Hester.
Oh, I'm glad. Hello, Doctor. Evening, Hester. Close the door, Julia. Drop. Deeply snow. Amanda, the doctor's here.
It's no use, Doctor. You can't help me. Mother is coming for me tonight. That's what she's been saying all day, Doctor.
Your face. How do you know that your mother is coming for you tonight, Amanda?
She told me. She was here early this morning before dawn, dressed in her burial clothes. She said she was taking me because I'm the eldest. She said, Hester and Julia needn't worry.
Hand me my stethoscope out of that bag and please, Julia.
Yes, Doctor. Oh, here you are.
Thank you. All right, now, just relax, Amanda.
No use at all.
I know, but I'd still like to examine you. All right, deep breath now. Once more. That's fine. Can you turn over on your back? I'll help you, dear.
It's no use, I tell you. Mother is coming for me tonight.
And don't bother her, Hester. Come out.
You see, Dr. Tennant knows. Even he knows. I'm going to die. Yes, you, Doctor.
And talk to you outside, Julia. Keep her warm, Hester, and see that you get some sleep. Come, Julia. Goodbye, Miss Amanda.
Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye forever.
Oh, Amanda, dear. Come along, Julia.
Yes, Doctor.
to bother coming downstairs with me, Julia. I can tell you everything I've got to tell you right here on the landing.
Is she terribly sick, Doctor?
She won't die tonight or any other night for some time to come. Her heart is sound as a dollar, considering her age.
But the way she feels and looks and the things she says.
Imagination. She'll her for the rest of the night, and in the morning, when she awakens and finds herself alive, she'll be quite all right.
Oh, I hope so.
I know that she will. As a matter of fact, you worry me more than Amanda does.
I?
Yes. I don't like those circles under your eyes and your drawn cheeks. There, hold still a minute. Listen to your heart.
Oh, I'm all right.
Yes, I know, but you've always had a weak heart. Now, take a deep breath. Again.
Nothing wrong, sir.
Nothing serious, but you've still got that heart murmur, and running up and down these stairs won't help any.
Oh, I don't do much running, really.
Well, first don't you get come into the village and let me check you over. Lord, I wish I could convince the three of you that you'd be better off living in the village. But I suppose it's hopeless. See that Amanda gets some nourishing food tomorrow, and call me if she doesn't improve.
Yes, Doctor, I hear.
Good night, Julia.
Good night, Doctor. And thank you. Your coat's in the hall closet.
I know, I get it. Good night.
Good night.
Doc, sleep.
Oh, I'm glad.
What did the doctor say?
Just what I thought he would. There's nothing the matter with Amanda. Absolutely nothing. It's all imagination.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, now listen, Hester. We're grown women, both of us. We must be sensible. He knows well as I do that no one's coming to lead us to the grave. Now, time comes, we will die like other people do.
You don't remember the night our mother passed away, do you? You don't recall what she said on her deathbed?
Oh, but you know well enough that poor mother wasn't quite right in her mind.
There's no cause to say that.
Well, she doesn't even know it. That's why I argue about it. Dr. Tennant says Amanda will waken tomorrow morning and find herself alive and forget all about it.
Dr. Tennant doesn't know.
Well, he knows enough to tell whether she's sick or not. 10 o'clock. So you stay with her till 2. I'll try to get some sleep in the meantime.
All right, Julia. I'll wait till 2.
Julia, wake up. What is it, Hester? Is it time? No, it's on midnight. I was falling asleep. I woke up about a minute ago and what, Hester? Julia, Amanda's dead. No. No, Hester. Julia, what's the matter with you? Julia, speak to me. Open your eyes. Julia!
All I can say, Julia, is that it's about time you came down to the office for a complete examination.
Oh, I've tried and tried to get her to come, Dr. Tennant. Oh, now, you know I have, and in a way it was hard. What with Amanda's funeral and all.
That's something I'll never understand. Amanda's death.
I understand it.
We won't go into that again, Hester. Well, Julia, you're in pretty fair shape. Only don't go getting any more shocks and fainting spells like you did the night Amanda died.
Well, that was my fault, Doctor. I should have known better than to stop her, poor Julia. Don't be silly. Well, I should have.
Tell me, when are you two moving into the village?
Why should we move into the village? Doesn't cost us a penny to live in a Southgate house. I will not just waste money for the privilege of living in the village, and that's final.
That old barn that you call a house isn't fit to live in.
Just the same, it's our home. Grandfather Southgate built it when he meant for the Southgates to live in it. You may do as you please, Julia, but I'm staying there. You know very well, Hester, that I wouldn't for one moment let you live there alone. So don't tell me I may do as I please.
Well, all I've got to say is that you're making a big mistake. You can't live like hermits. You've got to get out and see people. If you don't, I'm warning you, you'll get yourself into the same state Amanda was in. And maybe with the same result.
What on earth are you doing in the kitchen at this time of night? Just baking some pie.
Pie?
What for? There's a church supper Friday night, and I pledged 4 apple pies.
4 apple pies?
Are you out of your mind? Don't you realize butter and sugar and flour cost money? Oh, Hester, for heaven's sake, it's only a matter of $2 or $3.
Only $2 or $3?
Well, you talk as if we had millions. We have enough.
Get enough for ourselves.
got nothing left to feed a lot of worthless people in the village.
There are people in the village who need help and must have charity. And I'm working with the Reverend Evans to give them as much help as I can.
Gee, I believe you've lost your mind.
Oh, stop it, Hester. Before you know it, you'll be taking the money out of the bank and counting it. Dollar by dollar, over and over again.
I'll do something, you can be sure.
Tom would come up for one evening or plan to go to town.
We'll make the one bit stay home and help some sheep mending, Julia. Oh, blast the wind makes the lamp flicker so I can't follow the needle.
I meant to buy a new lamp chimney. That one's cracked.
You're not to go on buying any new chimneys. We can do with this.
Oh, goodness, Hester, these sheets are in shreds. Can't we get some new ones?
No, we can't.
Oh, Hester, what's the matter? What are you staring at?
I suddenly thought of something.
What?
It's just this kind of a night when Amanda died.
There's nothing strange about this kind of a night. I can recall dozens of them in this house. Where'd I put those fists? Oh, here they are.
You remember what Amanda told us, Julia? That when it came time for one of us to die, she'd come. Just the way Mother came.
Hester, I thought you were finished with that nonsense.
Just because you call it nonsense doesn't make it so.
Oh, right, Hester. Only for heaven's sake, don't get into the state of mind Amanda was in.
What do you mean?
I don't like to say it, but Amanda wasn't quite herself before she died.
Julia?
She wasn't. All that talk of coming back for us and leading us to the grave. The dead are dead, you know it.
Then how did Amanda die? Dr. Kenneth just told you himself there wasn't the slightest reason for she died. But she did. She had the word that Mother was coming for her, and that's what happened.
Now, fiddlestick. Hester, where in the world did you get this poor thread? I declare to goodness it breaks every time I pull on it.
Same thread of always used.
Sorry, Hester, but this lamp tip is too much to show by. Tomorrow when I'm in town, I'll buy a new chimney and some decent thread.
And what else?
Anything else I decide might make life a little pleasanter. Well, I'm going up to bed. Good night, Hester.
Good night, Julia.
Who is it? Who's in my room? Who is it, I said? Hester, is it you? Answer me. What sort of nonsense is this, Hester? Oh, all right, if you want to make me get out of bed, I'll get out of bed. Now, Hester, what's the meaning of... Amanda!
No, Julia, dear. Not Amanda. These aren't burial clothes I'm wearing. These are the torn sheets you wouldn't work on this evening. And I put my hair up the way Amanda used to wear hers. Have you listened to Julia? Or was the shock too great? Let me see. Was too much of a shock, wasn't it? Your eyes are open and you're not breathing. I'm going to leave you right where you are until morning. Too bad you won't be able to buy a new lamp chimney or sewing thread or anything you decide might make life a little pleasanter. Isn't necessary anymore. You know why? Because you're dead, Julia dear. You're dead.
She went to bed about 8, Hester?
Yes, Doctor. She complained of not feeling well.
And you found her on the floor this morning?
Yes. Such a shock.
Yes, I can imagine. Chances are she had a heart attack, tried to get out of bed, and collapsed on the floor. Now, pull yourself together, Hester. This is bound to happen sooner or later. Would you like me to arrange for the undertaker?
Yes, please, Doctor.
Nowadays, they handle everything from start to finish, and quite reasonably, too.
How reasonably? As I recall, Lander's funeral was quite expensive.
No, I'd say $150 should cover it.
$150?
Well, that includes the coffin and the burial clothes, and I think a small headstone. Suppose you let me worry about it.
I don't see the need for anyone worrying about it. $150? Why, it's outrageous. All that money just to bury a person. I certainly will not spend it. Matter of fact, I'm sure Julia'd want the funeral right here from the house.
Suit yourself, Esther. I should think you'd want someone to take care of things for you, but go on. Find your own coffin and burial clothes and headstone. I suppose the Reverend Evans will take care of the service.
Of course he will. Probably without charge, after all Julia did for the church. $150.
All right. Forget it. I'll send a man up to embalm the body. Got to do that. Public health law. Don't worry, though. Only costs $10.
Can I tell the Reverend I'll be down to see him this afternoon?
All right. Good day, Esther.
Good day. He's gone, Julia. Dr. Tennant's gone. You didn't hear what we said, did you, dear? Of course not. You're dead. But I'd still like you to know that the South Street money is not going to be wasted on an expensive funeral. You'll be buried right from the house. Not only is he cheaper, but much nicer. I'm going into town now to see the Reverend Evans about reading the service. I'll be back before dark.
So far as I am concerned, Miss Hector, it makes little difference whether Miss Julia's funeral is conducted from the house or the church here in the village.
I'm quite sure you wouldn't mind, Reverend. I've already arranged to have a coffin built. Julia will lie in it, dressed in the burial clothes I shall make for her. The coffin will be in the parlor where people can come and see her if they wish.
Very well, Miss Hector. Shall we say the day after tomorrow for the funeral?
The day after tomorrow will be very nice, Reverend.
Shall we say 10 o'clock in the morning?
10 o'clock will be lovely. Are you all right, dear? I heard the rain beating against the window, so I got up to see how you were resting in your coffin. It's a lovely coffin, don't you think? Old Caleb made it for me. Did you know Caleb seriously? Only charged $10. And do you know what that undertaker wanted? 35. Can you imagine? Tomorrow's too new, dear. I shudder when I think of all those strange people tramping through the house, but I suppose it can't be helped. Good heavens, what was that? That's in the door of my bedroom. Then come your trap. And I hope the storm does let up before morning, Julia. I'm going to leave this lamp burning at the foot of your coffin here. It doesn't use much oil. And it's so much nicer to have a little light. I'll be down bright and early in the morning, too. Who's there? I see your hand on the doorknob. Who is it? Answer me. All right, I'll find out for myself.
Good evening, Hector. You didn't expect to see me, did you?
Oh,
But it is.
Amanda.
Your sister, Amanda. You better close the parlor door. There's a draft blowing through the hall, and it's making the oil lamp flicker. Oh, a weird incognito. Well, how are you, Hector?
Amanda. Is it you?
Yes, of course. It's a bright night out. The grave was wet and cold. Tell me, Hector, what kind of a coffin did you get for Julia?
Oh, now I remember. You told us. You've come for the next one to go. You come for Julie.
Answer my question. What kind of a coffin did you get? I know something about coffins, Hector.
And that one doesn't look very good to me.
It was built specially, Amanda.
Let me look at it. Just as I thought, you never could bring yourself to spend an extra nickel. Could you, Hester? This coffin will be full of water the first stormy night. And where did you get the burial clothes?
Oh, I made them myself. All hands. Amanda, it's brand new material.
Cotton. How do you expect anyone to keep warm in cotton?
I couldn't afford anything better, Amanda. Oh, you've no idea what you listen up to since you died and left us the South Street money. She was spending it like water.
So you murdered Julia to keep her from spending South Street money.
That's what you say.
Don't lie to me, Hester. I can see right through you.
Julia died of heart failure. Dr. Clemens was here. Everyone knows what happened.
No, everyone doesn't. But I do. You frightened Julia to death.
Amanda, no.
Yes, you did. You frightened her to death because you wanted the Southgate money for yourself. You didn't want to be expensive.
What else could I do, Amanda? The money was left in cash. It was your money.
I left it to both of you equally.
But you were squandering it, throwing it away.
You killed her. You murdered your own sister.
No, don't say it like that, Amanda. You fight. Yes.
You are.
Yes. If you came for Julia, take her and go.
I didn't come for Julia. Julia's dead. I came for you.
No. No, I don't want to die.
I'll lead you to the bed.
No.
What nicer dying.
What will happen to the suffering money if I die, Amanda? I've been so careful of it. You know what I did.
What?
I threw the money out of the bank this morning. There's a penny of it. I've got it in my room where I can watch it. That's how careful I am. But if I die, Amanda, they'll find it. They'll turn it over to the county poor. People we never heard of will be spending it. You wouldn't want that, Amanda.
You learn, Hester, that money means nothing beyond the grave. Come with me, dear.
No. Let go of my wrist. Let go. Let go, I said.
Hurry, old man. You'll knock it over.
Fire! Please, on fire! Amanda! Your light fell over in the room called fire.
Where did you find her, Fred? On the big stock, about a mile west of the inlet. The tide was out this morning, so I figured maybe I'd get her next day. So we're sitting on the beach, talking like she is now.
You had no right to call for me, Amanda.
Didn't recognize her first off. Sound of her hair being snow white. And sound of eyes hurt. She was just caught in the fire. Her hair turned over now. The minute I got closer, I knowed what it was. Took her back to my car. She come easy enough and brought her here to his lawn. Yeah, that's the best thing, friend. Hester. Hester.
Someone calling me?
What happened at the house last night, Hester? How did the fire start?
The man. Yes, below in line. At the foot of Julia's coffin. A man that pushed me. And it's over.
Amanda's been dead and buried for months, Hester.
Yes, I know. But she came back last night. She came to take me to the grave. Because I frightened Julia to death.
Good Lord.
Yes, I frightened poor Julia. But only to keep her from spending all the money.
Hester, who was at the house with you last night when the fire started?
Julia. Julia was in her coffin. I was talking to her when a man became from the grave. And then I turned over.
Gone crazy, huh, Doc? Talking about the dead fellow in the grave. Hester, are you sure that no one else was with you?
No, just the three of us. The same sister.
Poor critter. She don't know what she's saying. No, I'm not so sure of that, Fred. They brought two bodies out of the Southgate house this morning after the fire had cooled off. We thought they were the bodies of Julia and Hester. But Hester is sitting here in front of us, alive. Godfrey, Doc. You don't think? I don't know, Fred. I examined the bodies less than an hour ago. They were badly burned. And now that I think back on it, one of them looks as though its heart has been buried. for a long time.